Hey everybody, I'm Eric in Exile. Today is my 100th video on YouTube. So we're gonna hang out, we're gonna have some fun, and we're gonna lose our minds. Are you ready? Let's do it! Okay, so before we get into anything else, a couple people have been asking me what's the deal with, oh, let's do it. Well, I'm a huge fan of Escape from New York with Kurt Russell and Isaac Hayes. Huge fan, huge fan of that movie. And there's a scene in the film where Isaac Hayes is addressing his minions. And it goes something like this. They sent in their best man. And when we roll down the 69th Street Bridge on our way to freedom, they're going to have their best man leading their way. From the neck up. On the hood of my car. And then the Duke says, let's do it! And that, my friends, is where that comes from. And it's been my rally cry since my day one on YouTube. Okay, so I decided to do kind of a top 10 thing of my most successful videos. However, some of the other videos were not successful, but they're still near and dear to my heart. So let's get into it. Yep, here it is. Doom, my favorite game. This was the very first video I posted on YouTube. This guy seems a little sketchy if you ask me though. This video covered Doom, Doom 2, Doom 3, and Doom 2016. I also spoke about the Doom board game, the Doom books, and the Doom movie. I put a lot of time and effort into this video because I wanted it to be good. I also wanted to have decent lighting and good quality audio. This video went live on December 28th of 2018. To this day, I only have 244 views for this video, but folks are now finding me on YouTube. This is good. I'm glad to see people discovering my channel. Hopefully, they'll spread the word. Next up is a video I did regarding replacement cases for the Sega CD, the Sega Saturn, and the Sony PlayStation. Now this might sound boring, but if you're a collector of these games and consoles, you know how tough it is to get replacement cases. I've cannibalized many cases over the years just to complete one nice case. Now, I have a complete Sega CD collection. I would say that somewhere around 50% of the cases have at least some scratches or small cracks. Luckily, there are a few online retailers that have high quality cases available. It's very cool when you can toss out a cracked and scratched case that you've had for years and replace it with a brand new case. Now you can show off your new cases to all your friends. Nothing is better than that. Next up, we've got Console Spotlight Sega CDX. The Sega CDX was released in 1994. It plays Sega CD games, Sega Genesis games, as well as audio CDs. I bought mine in 1994 and it still works. Sega really did a fantastic job on the CDX. The console is bulletproof. All game consoles should be like this. As for the games, you have plenty available. I'm dreading the day that my CDX dies, although I do have a backup with the Mega SG/Sega CD combo, which I do have up and running currently. Now, we just need the folks over at Analog to do their version of the CDX. Now that would be something. Next up, we've got the Mega SG. This is another great release by the folks over at Analogue. The products they make are reference quality in my opinion. Virtually everything they do is top shelf work. I've never had a single issue with any one of their products at all. Analogue are the real deal. I have no issues with them because I know that whatever I buy from them, it will be the highest quality. Of all the game companies that are out there, Analogue is leaps and bounds ahead of everyone else. And no, I'm not being paid for any of this. I just respect this company and what they do. I can't wait for what they come up with next. Okay, here's me with Red Faction in 2019. I used to play the original Red Faction on PC. Not only that, but I played Red Faction 2, Red Faction Guerrilla, Red Faction Armageddon, and the movie Red Faction Origins. The folks over at Limited Run released Red Faction for the PS4. I was dumbfounded when I played it because I had only ever played the PC version. Anyways, the video caught some traction and it's currently at 840 views. Not too bad. I definitely prefer the PC for sure. In any case, the game is still cool. It does show that it's a little dated, but the game is still solid. Plus, you gotta love that rocket launcher. Okay, next up, the ColecoVision Phoenix. This is the Coleco console that everyone wanted, and it's not that bad. I have about 30 or so ColecoVision games, most of them are boxed, and I have some duplicates. I played several of my favorites like Donkey Kong, Zaxxon, and Miner 2049er. Mostly it's just for nostalgia. However, I would like to see a proper ColecoVision collection put on the Xbox or the PS4, PS5. I think that would be great. Give us the option to use the original games and or spice it up and give us some new takes on the older versions. That would be something I would be highly likely to purchase. Come on now, and give us some classics for our modern systems. Okay, top 5 racing games on Xbox 360. I really like the selection of cars. There's nothing like driving these cars around these tracks. I usually tend to zone out on these races. It's like I get into a trance or something, especially if I'm zoning out in the race while zooming around up in the mountains and whatnot. That's where it's at. It's also similar when you're playing like a snowboard game and you're just slammed down the mountain trails. It's way cool. I also like the Blur franchise. Even though they only ever made that one game, it's a shame that they never got the chance to make a sequel. I feel that Blur is probably one of the best racing games for the Xbox 360 in my opinion. Anyways, I do love racing games, although I do tend to waffle between what cars I like the most. This video got 1,200 views. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so here we go. Top 5 racing games on PlayStation 3. So let's jump in and burn some rubber. I know we just saw the Xbox 360, but there's definitely a difference. I can't put my finger on it, but in either case, I think that the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3 have certain traits that are strictly reserved for each of these consoles. I tend to lean towards the Xbox, but the PS3 has its own qualities for sure. The tracks are great, the vehicles are great, the speed is great, there's not much else to say. I declare that the PS3 and the Xbox are a draw. Maybe I'll change my mind. Maybe not. I think the jury might be out on this one. And look, this video has 2,400 views. Nice. Now we're getting somewhere. Next up, we've got every LEGO game for Wii U. Of course, we're not going to show all of them here, but we can give you a taste of the LEGO universe. There are a total of 10 LEGO games for the Wii U. Some are better than others, but in general, the LEGO games are pretty solid. I'm partial to Jurassic Park and the Batman games. I also like City Undercover and LEGO Dimensions. I like playing these games because they are generally easy to hop in and start playing. That's probably the main appeal for anyone that wants to play. I'm also partial to LEGO Dimensions. Where else can you have Batman, Joker, Knight Rider, and Mr. T all in the same battle? That's a lot. And now this video has 4,600 views. We're getting bigger. Okay, the last one up is going to be I bought a Wii U in 2020. And I kind of just did this on a whim. I figured at least a few people might be interested in an unboxing and gameplay for a quote failed system. So I did the video and waited to see if anything would happen. I waited a day or two, and I saw 50 or 100 views. I was like, ugh. And I decided this was a bad idea. But by the next day, I had 300 views from out of nowhere. Then it was 400 views, then 600, and then 1,200. Things were getting crazy. By the time things settled down, I was over 6,000 views. Right now, as I speak, I'm at 8,800 views. That is amazing. Thank you all for supporting my channel, and there is more to come. There's so many videos that I want to make. There's so many things that I want to do. I think it's going to be a great time moving forward. So let's do it together. If you like what I'm doing here, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Share this video with your friends. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I post a brand new video every Friday, so click that notification bell to be notified when it goes live. Let me know what you think about my 100th video on YouTube down in the comments below. Want to thank everybody for joining in today, and I'll see you in the next video.